this video, we're going to take a look at making a pictograph with Google Sheets. And before I go any further, I just want to acknowledge that I got this idea off of Alice Keeler's blog, who is awesome. If you haven't checked out Alice Keeler's work before, she is great and is full of many fantastic ideas, including this one. But I wanted to highlight it and share it with other folks too. So pictographs are really great. This is a nice way for younger students to start using spreadsheets as well. So I'm just going to put a few bits of information on the top row. So I'm going to start with item because this is something that we're going to be counting. So item, and then the count, so like how many there are. And then to get the pictures for my pictograph, I actually just went to emojipedia.org, which is right here. And you can search for any type of emoji you want, but let's just do a smile. And you've got a lot of choices here, but we'll just do the standard smiley face, and then we're going to copy that. And after I have it copied, I have this cell C1 highlighted, but I click up here, and then I right click, and I'm going to paste that emoji right in there, and you'll see that it shows up in the cell as well. Now, this little rectangle, the cell in the top left that isn't lined up really with the columns and it isn't really lined up with the rows, is kind of a magic little rectangle. And if you hover over the bottom line, you notice the cursor will turn into a hand, and then you can click and drag down. Now what this will do is freeze that row so that you can scroll down and you can still see all of these even as you're scrolling. See how now it looks like it goes from 1 straight to 35 because I scrolled down and those hold. So that's kind of a cool little trick right there in and of itself. Now, we get to use a formula here, which is always kind of fun and a little bit nerdy, which I love. So we're going to select C2, and the formula that we're going to use is you're going to type the equal sign, and then you're going to type REPT, which means repeat. So we're going to be repeating these things. And I'm going to put in a parentheses, and this is where I'm going to tell the computer what cells to look for the repetition, for the things to repeat. Now, I get to use what's called an absolute cell, which means it'll always check and pull that emoji from cell C1. And to do that, you can use dollar signs. So $C, $1 means that it's always going to be pulling that emoji from cell C1. Then I put in a comma and B2 because that's where I'm going to put the number that's counting. And then when I have that formula completed, REPT, parentheses, $C, $1, comma, B2, close parentheses, then I hit enter. Now I'm going to go back up there and click on cell C2 again, and I'm going to click, you might see this tiny little square in the lower right. If I click and drag that straight down as far as I want to go, it'll put that formula in all of these cells all the way down, and you'll notice what's changing is the B cell, because that's where it's going to be pulling that count from to decide how many emojis to put in there. So now we can start making our pictograph. So maybe an item that we're counting today is, I don't know, M&Ms or something. A lot of people like to count M&Ms. And maybe we have 5 M&Ms. So I'm going to put in 5 and then hit enter. And whoa, we get 5 smiley faces indicating that we had 5 M&Ms. Maybe we're counting something else, like, I don't know, popcorn. And maybe it's the 100th day of the school year, so 100, and I hit enter. Whoa! Shooting off the screen, we've got emojis for days going out there. That's what 100 would look like. We can put anything else that we want in here at all, maybe beads. And maybe we don't have as many beads, 15 beads or something. And that is how you can start building this pictograph with emojis using Google Sheets. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.